We seem to have multiple economic red flags and the warning signs flashing right now, especially with war popping off big time with Iran. And you can just look over at the markets and you can see how gas, oil, spiking, and then the cost of living has been up on people, period. But now, when it comes to gold, silver, and a lot of the other commodities out there, there's warning signs that this whole thing could come down. The Straits of Hormuz, this choke point where all the oil goes back and forth, that is key. And we've got some economists out there saying exactly that. That if this isn't settled, it's gonna stifle the economies of every country involved, whether they're trying to export it or import it. This is why China's trying to get a pass to get through there to Iran to get their stuff and get out without having to deal with the headache. But you can look over at the live maps and you can see how in this area there's like nothing going on. They've brought it to a standstill. Look right here. Look how no one is trying to come up around this bend. You may have one or two that slide through. A majority are piled up on both sides here of this peninsula. Mr. Gold is warning of a system reset, and he believes silver is going to light the fuse in terms of all this coming down. First, it's going to happen in silver, and it's going to affect gold within 24 hours. Because right now, there's a demand for physical silver that swamps the existing supply big time. So when you look at this, you look at COMEX and what they got, they already have 52 million ounces of silver standing for delivery. That's out of 86 million total. That leaves around 30 million. And they're saying this is going to cause people to step in and start calling to get their stuff returned to them, because if not, they would be foolish. They could get left holding the bag, which is what a lot of people are going to get left holding, is the bag here. When the economy does come down full scale and all of the stocks come down with it, you'll understand why Warren Buffett is sitting in mostly cash right now. You'll understand why I've been telling you to not get caught in a 401k when this happens, and to just not have your money in the banks at this point, because they're warning, as of this week, of a cyber attack in response to all this war, and it's going to hit the banks specifically. That's from Jamie Dimon, and that's also from the government. So when enough people make this call on silver, Mr. Gold is saying that within 24 hours, people are going to do the same with gold. And it's going to start the whole thing off. Now, remember, the economy and the price here in the U.S. is all ran by J.P. Morgan Chase, Jamie Dimon and them, that have been busted, manipulating the market before time and time again. They're definitely doing so now. And whenever the U.S. economy does pull back, have this big crash, which is inevitable, it's going to happen, gold's going to run. But remember what they did here. They took the U.S. dollar and they pegged it to the tether, USDT, on blockchain. And they just pushed to tokenize everything. Jerome Powell came out and made a huge announcement with the tokenizing absolutely everything. Most people are not going to understand what this means. Join me for the live stream where I break this down in further detail. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Because the time is short here, and it seems that any time this reset's going to definitely go into full-blown motion. And we know that Trump is the man to do it. He said it himself, and the whole Mar-a-Lago Accord is written to deal with just that. Much love.